This episode of GameByte was brought to you by Jinx.com. This promo code spiel has been written out for me, so I'm gonna try my best. Use the promo code _366 at checkout to get 10% off of all your gaming geek swag. Have you ever gone to a fireside gathering? Oh, what's up? What's up? Why is everyone
Your
saying,
voice
oh, no?
cut out like completely.
Oh, okay, well then, let's do it again. This episode of GameByte is brought to you by Jinx.com to get 10% off of all your gamer and geek swag. Use the promo code _366 at checkout. Have you ever gone to a Hearthstone fireside gathering and you're the only one not wearing a Hearthstone shirt? Would you like people to know that you like Triss more than Yennefer? Because who doesn't? Then log on to Jinx.com, choose from a wide array of apparel ranging from Hearthstone, Overwatch, Witcher 3, PUBG, and so much more. When you do, don't forget to use the promo code _366 at checkout. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Herald Silvestre. Welcome to a show known as GameByte. This is our weekly excuse to interview people like HCT winners, past and present, to talk about their fetishes, their loves of gaming, and who their favorite anime character is. Once again, this is episode 50. Oh, no, actually, I haven't mentioned that. This is episode 55. I'm your host, Herald Silvestre. Yes, that is my real name. And with me today, I've got the gamers. Why is the audio not... Oh, there it is. Okay, the audio's playing. I'm just talking way too loudly right now. Elderjin in the chat says, Jiraxis approves. All right, that was Mick who wrote that, Elderjin. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I've got gamers with me today. And, of course, a special guest. The gamer of the show. But before we get to him, I'm going to introduce my co-hosts. First things first, he's the maelstrom of Hate and Fury. The lighting looks good on him tonight. The moon is glowing. He's a werewolf in the night. It's Instant Easy himself. Easy, how you doing, man?
Jesus Christ, I couldn't think of anything. Werewolf. Okay, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Werewolf. Ooh, wolf and grr stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for having me again. Yeah. Now, the other side of the spectrum, how does this thing go? He set this room, something Hearthstone.
Now let me do it. I changed it. Let me do it.
You changed it already. You changed it. All right, so guys, let Harold take it over.
Quit Stallings, resident tavern keeper, welcoming you to his inn. That's a double entendre right there. It's the Fury Bot, Mick DeGuzman. How you doing, Mick?
I love the new spill though. I love how you didn't use the first one because I didn't like it so much. But we stuck with it.
You loved it. Don't lie. You loved it.
No. Don't you put words in my mouth. I did not like it. Okay.
You told me to keep doing it.
Hey, everybody on the chat. Hello, Jago. Again, I miss you, brother. Nice seeing you again. Yeah, we didn't catch you in the last episode, so it's nice to see you. All right. Hey.
It's good to be back again.
It's always a pleasure. Hello, my leash. And, of course, to our special guest, Switch. Hey.
Hello.
All right. You just introduced them. I had something special for this. HCT Taipei 2018 Grand Champion Switch. God damn it, Mick.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Switch. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
There.
Wow.
Switch, man, you are looking good tonight, and we're so happy to have you on after that glorious win at HCT Taipei. It feels like an honor, but, it really should be something we roll out the red carpet for. I'm sorry that Mick wasn't able to pick you up and, chauffeur you in a limousine, take you to a nice hotel, and wine and dine you first before we got you on the show.
Yeah.
But, we're going to do what we can. We're going to do what we can. Switch, man, I do this at the start of every show, so I'm going to ask everyone, my co-hosts, everyone in the chat, what have you been playing? So let's start off with Diego. Diego, show us how it's done, man. What have you been playing?
Okay, so what I've been playing for the past 2 weeks, I didn't get to say this last week, but again, I did mention in the pre-show I've been playing Hearthstone. Ever since our fireside gathering like a month ago. I put it in my app just so I don't feel like the odd one out. So ever since I've been playing all the solo adventures because I suck at building my own decks. So I just decided, I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna play these solo adventures, and I'm gonna have the game give decks for me. Yeah, and I still can't beat. and I still can't. If I try like the practice, there's like the easy mode and then there's expert, right? The expert AI. Oh my god, I cannot beat them. I suck. I totally suck. Although in the Witchwood, I've beaten 2 out of the 4 heroes already, so I think I'm good there. Other than that,
Zero.
for the past 3 weeks, I've been binging on God of War. Oh my god. Let's put it like this. You know how back when the first 3 God of Wars were in the like, PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, right? And think about it. I mean, he's killing Greek gods, right? Kratos killing Greek gods. So there was always that joke. There was always the memes. And what if he went into like other mythologies, like Norse or Egyptian or whatever? So it was always a joke. And then they come in and just pull a rug under us and finally create this game where you're in the Norse mythology, in the Norse mythos. So, and they do it perfectly. They do it they do it so well. And if you played the games from the very first one, you will see how well and how great Santa Monica Studios is at making a great single player game experience without freaking multiplayer and without a single microtransaction. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing past week.
Awesome. Mick, man, what have you been playing?
Oh.
Cut with his pants down there.
Yeah. No. I was fixing something. My bad.
So that's why I made the transition so fast.
Yeah. Transition so fast. It's like I got caught. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, I've been, aside from playing Hearthstone because the nerfs are just got patched in. I've also been playing Final Fantasy 14 because the new patch is in, and it brought in a new alliance raid. For those of you who understand, or for those of you who don't, it's a 24-man raid, so it's 24 people in one dungeon. And aside from that, a new storyline for the main story and everything. So I've been really busy with that. And as a thing, this was actually the one I've been fixing. And it's basically this, because I bought it. I just bought it. I'm gonna be playing this next week. It's Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. It's the remastered edition of Final Fantasy 12. It's mixed reviews. A lot of people like the story, but a lot of people also said that the main protagonist of this whole game, Van, he's not really that good. Like, if you take him out of the storyline, it still would have gone down the same way because he's practically irrelevant for what exactly happens in the story. So I wanna try to play it again, this time on the PS4. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, and that's it for me. That's all I've been contemplating or planning to do. What about our special guest, Switch? What have you been playing, my good sir?
Obviously, Hearthstone.
No way! No freaking way!
Dude, all of us play that game, Ren. Dude, what are the chances? What?
I knew. I don't know about them, Switch. I knew you're playing Hearthstone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just tried to grind the ladder before the nerfs, but it didn't turn out too well. Other than Hearthstone, I've been playing Dota 2. I don't know if you guys are playing that. And somehow I've been playing Warcraft 3 usually once a week. I don't know, it just brings back memories.
Are you playing the campaign? Are you playing the campaign again?
Yeah, I'm playing the campaign and some custom maps.
Dude, that's great. The campaign never gets old.
Choice.
Campaign never gets old.
It is so good. It's the kind of campaign where if you can't bring yourself to play it, you actually wouldn't mind watching it on YouTube because the storylines are pretty interesting.
Yeah. Just going through the whole cinematics of it would be. It's just like wow, an hour just passed. I didn't even notice because it's really enticing.
Mm-hmm.
Like for an RTS, man, like you think of Command and Conquer and you just think of the pretty good gameplay and the memorable units like the Tanyas and the Tesla cannons, the Tesla coils, and but when you think of Warcraft, you think of the story. You think of how good the Horde storyline was and how compelling Arthas's fall from Paladinhood to Death Knight was so tragic. And yeah, man, like it makes it replayable. Switch, man, I'm on the same boat, dude. I'm on the same boat.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, Elder Jin on the chat goes, "Hey Harold, what have you been playing?"
Oh,
Yeah, he
Honestly,
did it. He did it.
even
I gotta
forgot
say
this
it.
time.
I gotta say it because
Honestly,
he
even
basically
I
won.
forgot this time. So thank you for asking, Elderjin and Mick. Switchman, I know you wanted to ask me too. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. So over the weekend, I had a LAN party on Saturday, and we played a good 8 hours of Overwatch. Had dinner, and then played another 4 hours. We went on like
My
a
Lord.
yeah, we went on like a 30-something to 8 run in quick play. It was ridiculous. It was so fun. We just destroyed everyone. Aside from that, I've been playing Hearthstone on the toilet like I normally do.
Yep.
Great game.
Essential.
Keeps me on the toilet for longer than I should be there. Since we're talking about mobile, I've been playing a little bit of a Marvel Future Fight because it's addictive. You have those new costumes from Infinity War, so that's fun. And yeah, aside from that, like I've just been grinding it out as well. I'm a switch, just grinding it out, just grinding things out.
Oh man.
Just grinding things out. So I've not brought myself to play the ladder. Hearthstone is my relaxation game, so I refuse to take it seriously. I meme, and by meme I mean I pick Grom Hellscream as my card that I build my deck around, and then I just throw whatever in. So yeah, like, it was really fun. Hearthstone is one of the most fun games you could pass the time with. Blizzard, Hearthstone, we love it. Yeah,
Just saying.
more Hearthstone.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Blizzard.
just saying. Warcraft also. Oh, since we're talking about Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. Got
I
World of
really need to
Warcraft.
get more shirts like that, more Blizzard outfits.
I know. I don't want to get too much into that because I want to talk Switch. All right. So, folks at
Yeah,
home,
go ahead.
let us know what you've been playing. All right. Has anyone mentioned it? I know Elderjin wanted to say something. Did he mention
I think he's
it?
just.
What have you been playing?
I think he just mentioned like the Red Alert cutscenes.
Yeah.
So good because I thought like back then it's like, oh my god, is this CG? And then I realized they're actual actors. So. As a naive child growing up, I was very naive. All right. If there's nothing else, Switch man, you've been awful quiet. I want to give you a little bit of the floor. Okay, I want to ask you, like, you have any shout outs to give? Any loved ones you want to spread some joy to? Hi mom. Any of that?
Shout outs. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Hi, mom. I'm on Twitch.
Woo! Oh man! All right. So before further ado, I want to read the chat real quick. Some people are saying ROE, Ring of Elysium. Injaxtus has been playing Ring of Elysium. All right. SC30 fanboy. Oh, so a Steph Curry fan is asking for a shout out. James Skelly says ROE greater than PUBG. Ooh. All right. So yeah, guys. I think we should move on. Shall we?
We shall.
Anything else? No one else? No one else want to say anything? We good?
Shout out to my girlfriend.
Oh,
Anniversary is next week. Let's go.
Oh my
Congratulations,
God.
guys.
Congratulations, dude. That's
Chewy
awesome
Jr.
stuff.
Shout out to Chewy Jr. I still love your shit.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Welcome to the end, friend.
All right, welcome to the End Switch. This is where we talk to you about all things Switch. But before we get to that, this segment of the show is brought to you by Kuapps' Word Beach. If you like puzzle games and mind-enhancing activities, you'll love Word Beach by Kuapps. Word Beach is a fun game for words. Challenge your vocabulary with various themes, and download it on iOS and Google Play right now. Kuapps, Word Beach. I love you guys. Salon. Hi, man. Looking forward to lunch sometime. All right. Today, it's all about Switch. We're going to talk to Switch right now. Switch, man, how are you feeling right now? How are you feeling?
Right now?
Right now. How are you feeling?
Right now, I feel good, but a bit exhausted from work, but it's all good.
You look good. You look amazing, Switch. I just wanted to say
Thank you.
that. No homo. I just wanted to say you look amazing. So I want to know more about Switch, the person first. Since you mentioned work, what do you do for a living? Aside from kicking ass at Hearthstone.
The job, I'm actually an IT for a BPO company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I manage
long hours,
their
I'm assuming?
networks and computers.
That's
Oh,
crazy. So I'm assuming
Does your boss know
have...
you're a champion in Hearthstone?
No, he doesn't know.
Do you like do your like coworkers like talk to you about video games at all?
Yeah, some of them. Mostly the other ITs we talk about games. But other
Do
than
they
that,
know
not
that you're
so
a
much.
Hearthstone pro?
Sorry.
Do they know
Do
you're a
you-
Hearthstone pro?
Yeah, do your coworkers know that you're a pro?
Mm,
Like,
Nah. I don't really know about pro. Pero,
look at the humility on this guy.
I know.
I don't know about pro, but I just want an HCT. I'm just saying. Like, I don't...
I just want a Taipei tour stop. It's nothing big, just 15 HCT points.
Yeah, I mean, Karma get another chance. Like you should get a raise because you won the HCT type.
Exactly. No. Honestly, in my opinion, they should give you like okay, so we'll give you your own Wi-Fi network that only you can connect to, so you can play some Hearthstone while in work. Because we know you're a professional
That would be
player,
nice.
right? That would be so dope, right? You're having your
Yeah,
own.
definitely. Yes, now they know that I play competitively.
Oh, did they
Nice,
see it
nice.
in the news or something?
And I actually told about them. Then just got bigger when I won.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool. Did you
nice.
just show up at work one day with a giant key and be like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Just got back from Taipei. Pretty badass.
They actually want me to bring the trophy in work.
Did you?
Just to see.
You
But
should.
they want me to. They want me to bring it, but
You
I haven't.
should.
yet.
That's so cool. How big is it? Do you have it around you right now?
It's nearby. I'll get
Grab it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Nice.
See this up close.
His company when they pitch the clients, like our employees are champions in professional gaming.
Right? I would actually be impressed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
that is so dope. That is so dope.
Wait, I want to bring that full screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that is dope. Look at that.
I wonder if it really opens anything.
It should,
Right?
right?
Imagine if
The key to your heart, Diego.
Yeah.
I think they should do. They should like when Switch qualifies for the HCT finals, and then they send him like a big treasure box that has that keyhole exactly the same size as the key, and he can just open it so he can get his invite. That would be pretty dope, but that would cost a lot. Yeah, not
Production value.
Yeah.
What would be cool is if all the finalists like that show up to the any of the major tournaments just show up with a key and be like, all right guys, insert your key into the rooms and this will deem you worthy, and before they enter the room there.
Oh, that would be
man.
so dope. Oh man.
Switch, how did you get that past immigration? Like I'm happy they didn't tax you. Did they tax you for that?
The trophy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you hear
No,
the
they
horror
didn't.
stories of
It's actually
immigration
hidden
being...
in my backpack.
I bet like if he just stole immigration, it's galing Disneyland yan. It was like they would have thought it was just a souvenir. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have known.
Oh my god.
Unless-
Justin in
They
the chat
actually
says...
asked me.
Oh.
I just said it's a prop, something like that.
Oh, smart.
Move along.
That's smart.
Smart.
And now we just outed you to immigration. Sorry, Switch. Good luck with the fine.
Watch out!
Uh,
Don't bring that along with you the next time you travel.
Oh man. Okay, so Switch. For the folks at home who don't quite know who you are, so let's give them a background. Who is Philip Pearl Galang? Who is Switch?
So I am Switch. I'm Philip. I graduated from Holy Angel University with a degree in computer engineering, and currently I'm trying to be pro in Hearthstone. And yeah, that's the dream.
Dude, you're trying and succeeding. Yeah, I'm eating right now because I haven't eaten dinner. Dude, you're doing so good.
I'm basically on the first step, and hopefully the other steps will be good.
Yeah,
Talk
that's
about a
great.
step, dude. This was like a leap. Like you came out of nowhere and just smack. Oh, I don't want to say smack. You just like showed up on the scene and you did so good. I don't want to speak for the whole show, but I will. We're pretty proud of you, dude. Like great job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
I do want to ask you, like again, assuming that people at home have no idea who you are, was this your first Hearthstone event? In terms of competition, like, this is your first time competing in a big event?
No, it's not my first time. I've actually competed a few times in Manila and once in Singapore.
Okay, how did those
So-
go? I mean, you just mentioned that.
So the local tournaments, I haven't won. I haven't won anything yet. Probably my closest was second place on Fireside Gathering,
Mm-hmm.
and the one on Singapore, I was kind of invited, but I finished like top 32 or something. I didn't get anything. No cash, no points, just nothing. Just the experience of the.
Just
The
a free
tournament.
trip to Singapore.
Yeah, actually, that was my next question.
yeah.
Is are these tournaments and the trips, are they funded by yourself, or is there any help from Blizzard? How does that go?
So the 2 times that I've competed overseas, everything was shouldered by Blizzard.
Wow.
Travels.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
And, it's
Look
just
at that.
sometimes dinner and lunch aren't provided. Sometimes.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Look at that. Our benevolent overlords, Blizzard Entertainment, just handing us the tickets to the future. That's pretty cool, dude.
Here, take this ticket. Here, take this ticket. I love that.
That's pretty cool. So now that you've gone and won HCT Taipei, I do want to ask, like, what are your next steps? Where do you go from here?
I said back in the interview that tried to qualify for Japan, but I think that got moved. Now I'm focusing on hopefully HGG, the 4 players that will represent the Philippines. Hopefully I'll get there in the votings. And there's actually one more event, but I'm not really quite sure how to register. It's the AESF something
Okay.
Asian Games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There hasn't been any announcement, but there is a slot for Hearthstone and Southeast Asian players. It's just that
Ooh.
the registration process a bit, how do I say it, lacking in information.
Okay, yeah.
Some of the players are confused, like Chuck and Dustin. They don't know what's up.
Okay.
So hopefully
Oh,
I
man.
get. I'll try my luck there.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get in. We have no doubt. We have the utmost confidence in you, Switch. So we'll get more into HCT Taipei because we want to talk about that a lot during the show. But I want to ask, Switch, how did you get started in gaming?
In gaming in general.
In general, yes.
Yeah.
So let's see. Actually, when I was like just in kindergarten, we had this family computer. I think it was like a
Oh,
NES.
the Famicom!
Yeah, Super Mario, Battle City, and some of those games. Yeah, that's where I started. The tennis, the really old tennis.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know that.
So my sisters play, so I also play. That's where it all started.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so you have siblings. Have they competed in tournaments like HCT, or have they competed professionally in gaming?
No. It's just for fun. I'm the only one that like the competitive games.
So what did get you into the competitive side? I'm curious. How did you decide one day, like, oh, yeah, Hearthstone is my thing. I'm gonna wreck people. And,
Hearthstone. So
hopefully
it's specifically for Hearthstone. Because
Oh,
I
is it
actually
specifically
started
for Hearthstone?
not in Hearthstone.
Oh, really? Okay, tell us more.
Yeah. So let me see. Back in high school, that was when Dota was big. At least getting big. So yeah, I started in Dota, and they said it was a really good game. But when they showed it to me, it's just a map in Warcraft 3. So I had like a big advantage. So, because I played Warcraft 3 like very much. I know the hotkeys, know the stud durations, blah blah whatnot, and
Oh, dang.
just smash them. And it continued until, trying being competitive, playing against other schools, other people for some money.
Oh, really?
Wow.
How
And
long ago was this?
that's- Let's see, about 2006 it all started. First year high school.
Okay.
Oh. How much like
Wow.
if you make what have you like how many times like have you won on the high school reign?
So many times.
What was the prize money? Or what was the
Too many
prizes?
times to count. Too much money
uh,
won.
Just a lot of
Sometimes
money.
it's like every day, just after dismissal, we'll have two games. Losers pay the bill for the computer shop.
Nice.
Yeah.
And just got bigger and bigger. And some other people from other schools.
Give me your lunch money.
Money. Yeah.
And then, of course, side betting is going to be involved.
Yeah, a lot of side bets.
Yeah, side betting.
Guys, I think what Switch was doing was illegal. Don't tell him. But I think he wasn't allowed. Oh man, that's awesome though. So, competitively, you start off at an early age, and as the years have gone by, you just got better and better at esports in general.
Yeah, definitely. I really love MOBA and RTS, StarCraft, and just Warcraft. Just Blizzard games, I love them.
Oh,
Who
man,
doesn't?
Cool. Who doesn't love our Blizzard overlords?
All hail.
All
Blizzard.
hail Blizzard. Okay, so Switch. We're talking about school and all that. I do want to ask more about you as a person and outside of gaming. So, what do you do outside of gaming?
Outside of gaming,
Aside from work, let's not talk about work.
Yeah.
I eat and I sleep. No, I'm
Wow.
kidding.
Okay. the gamer's life. It is.
Gamers.
Yo ho, yo ho.
The gamer's
If
life
I'm
for
not-
me.
If I'm not playing, I'm usually with my friends hanging out. Just
Oh,
usual
that's
stuff. And sometimes movies, and I also like anime.
Oh, anime. Yes.
Any
Yeah.
anime in
But I'm
particular?
a bit picky on anime.
What are you watching now?
Yeah. What are
Just
you
a
watching
quick
now?
side note.
Right now, I'm watching My Hero Academia.
Nice.
Finish season 2. I'm going to finish
Yeah.
season 3.
Good Wars
Okay, of
Oh,
course.
of course.
and
Essential.
Megalobox. Those four right now.
The Megalobox.
I was gonna
Heard
say
about
I've
that.
not heard of that one.
It's
It's
I think it's a
kinda
new. It's
old
relatively new, right?
boxing.
Yeah, it's the boxing anime. It's
Yeah.
the boxing.
Oh,
That one looks solid. Is it done or is it? It's like is it?
It's still continuing.
All right, I'm
It
gonna
has
binge
the
that when
feel
it's
of
sober.
the
I'm gonna
old,
check my
old
Crunchy
style
roll.
of anime,
Yeah.
kind of animation.
Yeah, the animation's solid.
I'm gonna use my Crunchyroll account to check that out because I don't support piracy.
Neither do I.
No, I
So,
just wanna.
do you stream? Have you streamed on Twitch or anything, or do you just mainly play offline and then not offline, but you mainly play off the camera and then just participate in tournaments?
Yeah, I don't stream. At least for now, I don't. But I do plan on streaming, just for fun, not really for the money or the views. Just want to try it. It looks fun.
Yeah,
But
you should, man.
sadly-
People
Good.
would love to see HCT Taipei 2018 winner Switch play regularly.
You should have the trophy in your background so that people will be like,
Maybe
What's that?
yeah, put it on the wall. Put it on the
Yeah!
wall.
Just hang it up in the background, dude. That'd be awesome. Okay, so why or how did you come up with the moniker Switch?
Switch. Actually, there's two reasons. One, it was like a subject on in college. It was about routers and switches.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And there was an anime that there's a character named Switch, which I really like. So I just thought about those two, and yeah, just Switch.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Oh.
so
Have you? if I may ask, like, were you donning the name Switch even before Nintendo came out with the Switch?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm the first.
So you're the first. All right.
I am the first.
Air or
I was
Switch?
first. I have those rights.
Looks like we got a case on our hands. It's time to call Pikachu. Let's sue some people.
Yep.
Oh man, no, that's pretty cool though. So, you did come first, Switch, and I guess it just stuck. Is that something your friends and family call you now?
Not really. Mostly just Hearthstone people call me Switch.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So, what do you go by outside of the gaming scene?
Just Philip.
Just Philip. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just Philip. It's Philip. Yeah. Philip.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Philip.
Oh, and do you not stream because of your internet? I think I'm seeing that in the chat.
Yeah, definitely. We in our area, there's no internet connection, no fiber, no good internet connection.
Bummer.
So I have to move someplace else, which I plan to, and then when I move, I'll definitely try to start stream.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, so I do want to mention this. You've been interviewed recently as well by, if I'm not mistaken, Enli, who's in the chat.
Enli. Yeah.
Yeah, Enli and Sheik.
Enli and Carmageddon. Sorry, my bad. Sorry for slaughtering your name. Yeah,
That's awesome. So, yeah, I do want to mention that, if you guys have the time, check out their interview as well because they seem like great people. So, you're getting a little bit more notoriety, Switch. How's that feel? How's that been feeling since you won?
It's okay. I don't know what to feel really. It's fine. It's not
so humble.
I don't know. I don't
So
feel like it's
humble.
a big deal. I don't know. It's just fine. It's just fine for me.
Nice.
Oh man, see, this is why I'm not allowed to win anything because if I was in Switch's position, I'd be like, "Hey guys, check out my key, check it out." I'll just walk around the mall with a giant key. See, that's why I'm not allowed to win anything, dude. That's great. That's great. So, let's talk about the actual event. Shall we? Let's bring it up. So, Mick, let's go into the specifics of the tournament. This is for those of you watching the video feed.
Yeah.
This is Switch also getting interviewed, so it's interviewception right now. But let's talk about the actual match, Mick, because I know you have questions about the actual match.
Oh, okay. So going in, I just wanted to ask: did you and Staz actually have any like scrims together, like preparing for this tournament with the exact same as well?
Actually, before our flight, no wait, when we landed on Taipei, we haven't submitted our deck list yet.
Oh,
So we kind of exchanged a few ideas and we came up with Hunter. So
yeah.
that's why we both have Hunter, almost the same exact list. I basically copied his. I just modified the card. I said it's fine, but and we bounced ideas, and that's why we came up with our lineups.
I know, but it's actually amazing. We were not to like, not to like butter you up or anything, but we were actually talking about it in our chat group for Hearthstone. We were talking about, oh dude, there are 2 Filipinos in the finals. They're destroying everyone. They destroyed Nairia. They destroyed everybody. This is the best thing ever. And I could see it from the finals. You guys were actually like giggling before you even began. Well, why is that? I was wondering why you guys started giggling at each other before you guys actually began.
And actually, that's just on the first match. How can I say it? He kind of mind gamed me. I queued Paladin and he queued Warlock. So it was uncharacteristic of him to queue Warlock.
There it is. There it is for those watching the video feed.
Right there.
And he got advantage on that matchup, but luckily I still won.
Yeah.
Look at that. Composure from Switch, man. That's something you can't teach.
Mm-hmm. Did we get cut?
No, we didn't.
We were just really silent. I'm sorry.
I was expecting you to say something, Mick, and then instead of saying something, you just tapped your headphones.
Okay, I would like to ask something. I don't play Hearthstone much, and I've honestly said sorry to say that I haven't really watched much competitive games.
Boo, boo.
Shut up, Herald. But I just want to know because I'm probably the people who not so familiar with Hearthstone. Is it kind of like poker where you have? Do you see your opponent's face? Like, do you see their face when you play?
No,
If
I don't.
you don't get to see. Okay, no, because I was gonna ask or if you do, let's say you do like a fireside, do you ever like try to read their facial expressions as they're playing? Does that play? Is it like poker? Like does it you can use that to some extent as you play?
Maybe for some people, yeah, you can do some reading on their facial. I don't know, facial. I don't know the word for it.
Expressions,
Just
facial
the face.
expressions.
Facial expressions. Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, I just ignore that. I just try to focus on the game itself, on my cards, on
Nice.
what his cards are, and not so much
So
on his face.
you mentioned his cards as well. Do you actually list down? Do you do like that old method that a lot of pro players are doing, which is you list down every card that you see in his deck, and then you like when you watch him like go against someone else, or like when you hear the shoutcasters actually talking about his deck, or do you like do it on the spot while you're playing against him?
In HCT Taipei, we weren't allowed to use pen and paper, but the lists are public. So just before the match, you can kind of memorize the list, or at least memorize the tech cards, because some of the decks are just very standard. 27 standard cards and just maybe 3 tech cards, and the tech cards are generally what you just want to remember.
I see. The tech cards meaning the cards that you add for like I'm guessing.
It gives you an edge for some match.
Okay. Okay, I see. Diego, do you have any more questions for a good man? Sweet.
How do I win the Witchwood with the first character?
the tracker.
I'm still trying to figure it out, man. But no, just kidding. Don't answer that. I mean, like, I'm just rhetorical. Sorry.
I'm so frustrated. I still can't win with that one.
Well, actually, I haven't finished that one yet with Test. I haven't won with Test yet.
It's hard.
With the tracker one.
I see. Harold, your mic's out. We didn't hear you. What you said. Or are you on mute?
Oh, we can't
muted?
hear you.
All right, while I was fixing it,
Sorry.
you're muted. Okay. Okay, here I got one. For a game that's heavily based on RNG, so here, what percentage do you think luck plays into Hearthstone, as in competitively speaking? Yeah.
Competitively speaking.
In a competitive scene. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like how much do you think how much factor RNG is and luck? And of course, as opposed to skill.
Okay.
The skill is definite, but like luck, what percentage do you think is used? Accounts for the outcome?
Okay, so this is just on my basis.
Yeah.
I
All right.
Luck probably is about 30% maybe.
Oh, that's pretty big.
It's a bit pretty big, yeah.
Mm.
And the rest is more on deck building, class, or what class you're gonna bring. Yeah, I think it's 30%. Just about right, at least for me. So it's
Good
really
point.
heavy. It's really big.
Fair point. Fair point.
Because sometimes you just jam magic arcane missiles and it hits all face. You just miss.
I think Michaela in the chat says, how much does your love life affect your performances in tournaments, competitively speaking? Yeah.
I think everyone in chat's trying to set you up. But go ahead, answer, please.
No, I don't think it affects my gameplay.
Oh, so when you get there, when you get to the tournament, you're razor focused.
I try to be, but not so much. I try to be.
So are you the type of competitor that you just shut yourself out, Mamba mentality? screw everyone else, it's about me, or are you more of like a relaxed person? Like, what is your personality, or how are you in the competitive environment?
Actually, I'm very moody.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
sometimes in firesides in Manila, I'm really laid back. I just just play what I think is correct. Just really fast, play really fast. But sometimes I play really focused. I take a lot of time to think about my turn. So yeah, sometimes it just depends on my mood.
I see. Oh wait. Oh, I have a question, by the way, guys. Sorry, this is from the chat.
Mick, you're a host. You don't have to raise your hand and say, I have a question.
Just make
Seriously,
sure you don't like, because we keep cutting voices, guys. We keep cutting on each other's voices, so it's like, we gotta like raise our hands just to make sure, okay? Especially when you hear that awkward silence and you're like, okay, I gotta say something. But yeah. So Francis Shu on the chat asks, Switch, do you own a Switch?
Sadly, no. But I am planning to buy one
Nice.
because the upcoming games that I play a lot is going to be released there.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Monster Hunter? Like
No. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's
Oh.
Fire Emblem.
We lost Diego's. What happened?
Oh,
It's weird.
webcam gave out.
I'm
Oh,
back.
there we go. There we go.
Hell was that?
Now we're back to starting soon. There we go.
Okay.
And we're back. Hey, everyone.
Sorry, Switch. Yeah, so what were you saying?
The games that I'm waiting to be released on Switch.
Like what? Like
Is-
what? Like Pokemon? Like what are we talking about?
Definitely Pokemon.
Yes! Yes!
I
That's
played
the
from
boy!
Generation 1 to present.
Switch, did we just
And-
become best friends? Did we just...
Oh boy.
I
Yeah.
swear, this Harold, this guy's been playing. Is he still playing Pokemon Go, right, Harold?
Oh, yeah, I just pick it up from time to time, just catch me
Same here.
every now and then.
Same here.
Actually, Pokemon Go was like the only Pokemon game that I didn't like. Because
Oh, nice.
Wow.
very
Yeah, a lot of the RPG players are saying that.
Yeah. Because it's not an RPG. It's basically, oh, there's a Pokemon there. Let me catch it. What do I do next? Okay, let's catch more Pokemon then. That's it. There's no
What
training.
I really liked was the fact that we got to grind them up into candy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like ugh.
Blender. Make them into balls.
Switch. Vitz31 in chat is asking if you have any tips for dating.
Oh my God, stop reading me!
Why are you asking me for dating?
Go for it.
I'm just asking. Chat needs this, man. Gotta get these answers.
There's some serious questions.
Probably
Okay?
get some some advice from people that are already in a relationship, because I am single, so maybe I'm also clueless.
Working the ladies and I guess some gentlemen contact you, Switch, if they're interested.
Oh man.
Are we not doing the dating segment of the show?
I think I didn't tell him about that. Whoops.
Maybe we can have
there's
like that
a-
in the after. That's a good segment for the after show.
Oh my
That's a
God,
good
no.
Yeah.
Dating tips with Switch.
Oh,
Bachelor number 3. If I was a horse, how would you brush my hair? Okay, so
front and back. Frontward and backward.
okay, I'm gonna right the ship. I'm gonna right that ship a little bit. Switch. Talking about Hearthstone again. Gosh,
Okay,
this is
sorry.
what we brought you on for. How are you finding the Witchwood? Gosh dang it.
So it should. It's fine. Most of the cards aren't really that OP. Like Photo Arms, really OP.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? The Manari, Skull of Manari, OP.
Wow. Skull of Manari.
DK is OP. But cards from Witchwood are just fair good. They're good and fair.
Yeah.
Balanced. Would you call this
Yeah,
this expansion
yeah.
balanced?
Yeah, the Witchwood is balanced. That's why they're they're not on the meta decks
Oh yeah.
because they're just good. They're not great.
They're not amazing, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel
for-
about echoes?
I actually like Echoes. It's very heavy value,
Hmm.
and I don't know how to explain it, but Echo is very unique. I just like it a lot, but can't run it now. Maybe
See.
some other expansions to
Yeah.
help them.
Yeah, have they nerfed the shutter walk? Yeah, Elderton in the chat also was got ahead of me. That's the point I was
They,
about to
they
make.
actually fixed it.
Thank God. About time.
No, they fixed it because the thing
The
is,
animation.
yeah, the animation, they had to make it faster because people were like roping because of it, or like, oh, okay, we can't play anymore. We'll
This
wait
is a
like 30
30-minute
minutes. just to die."
turn. I finished
Just
my
the
poo
die.
like 30 minutes ago.
And the thing, people keep shuffling that over and over again, so it's like how long each mechanic would be, each
Oh, yeah.
animation would be. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, definitely.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. So, what is your favorite expansion so far? You know, going back to what was the first expansion? Goblins and Gnomes, right?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry,
Yeah.
Extramus.
Like that.
Extramus.
Nax. Yeah. So, what has your favorite expansion been so far?
My favorite expansion is the Black Rock.
Ooh,
Oh,
Black
Black-
Mountain.
Earth, Sun,
And one with
Yeah.
Emperor,
Earth, or something.
yeah, with Emperor and Grim Patron.
Patron,
That expansion. I like that expansion.
Oh,
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So, how are you feeling now? You know, deck building, like you mentioned earlier on, is a key feature, especially when is a key thing that you need to monitor, especially when you're competitive. How hard is it nowadays to build a deck in this current meta?
That's it's not that hard. There's the internet. You can just net deck.
you just net deck it. You just
I
get
was,
it
I was
from the
about,
website.
that was my
Uh,
next
you know,
question.
you
Was
just-
do you look it up, or do you try and go off meta? Like how?
If sometimes you're just a bit lazy to think of something new. You just go to
Mhm.
HS replay, just look at the best win rate, and just mindlessly grind the ladder until you reach red legend. Well, sometimes you try to be creative, try to be flavorful, and then just lose a bunch of times, and
Oh,
go back to HS replay.
Wow.
Yeah, the lose a bunch of times is what happens to me. I never get
That's
past that
about-
part.
Same with me. I'm still stuck at rank 11.
Awesome. Switch, I want to ask. You know, we've had Gia on, who's a caster. This is the first time we've actually had. We've had Joy as well, who's been on the production side. You're the first person we've asked who's competed as much as you have. So I want to ask, what are the key features or what are the key traits a competitor or a professional needs to have, from your point of view, in order to be successful in not just Hearthstone, but I guess in esports?
You definitely need perseverance a lot because it will take a lot of time before you get results, and perseverance and determination. You have to be, you have to be focused on what you want to do. If you want to win, you have to be really focused and do the time to be better.
Oh man, so I can't just say I want to be a Hearthstone pro and just do it. I have to grind.
I think those two are the key.
Oh
At
man.
least for me.
Excuse me. Very
Oh.
wise words, man. So
But
if any potential competitors or pros are out there and are looking for advice, what's a tip you could give them? What is the switch tip? that you
Oh, we could do the hashtag switch tapes. Ah.
that sounds naughty, but
I think it is
yeah.
interesting.
Don't just play the game that you love playing. I think that's the best because I just love playing Hearthstone.
Oh,
So
wow.
whatever deck it may be, maybe aggro, control, I just love playing them.
And
wow.
do you
Of course,
need
you won't
like
try
a
to be
full
pro
array
at
of
something
decks?
that you don't like.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Right? That's so true. So do you like, in your opinion, do you need like a wide array of decks at the ready? You know, when you
Sorry?
compete, or could
Do,
you get
do you
by
have a
with-
wide array of decks ready, or do you
Ah.
play one or two lang?
When laddering,
Yeah, when laddering.
I probably just have like 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Just
Okay.
I
yeah,
see.
2 or 3.
And what are those 2 or 3 for you right now?
Yeah. And for the folks at home though, like Francis, who actually asked this question, what could you give them like a good budget deck that they could actually ladder with?
Oh, that's nice. I
Right
like that.
now.
Let's start
I
with
pro- I
what are your current decks? Let's start with that. What are your current
Yeah.
decks?
I haven't played yet. Nerf. So
Oh,
I don't know.
because the patch just came in. There's a patch that
Yeah.
just came in.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yesterday, yeah.
It was
I haven't
today.
played. I think right now I think aggro is really good for a few days until other control decks get refined or
I see.
counter at least the best aggro decks right now.
Yeah.
I think Murloc Paladin, Adrogue, Temp Mage, yeah, those are good to play. At least for now.
Well, when a patch like that happens, do you wait a couple of days before you ladder, or do you just dive right into it?
I actually just want to dive right into it. I want to see how it feels about the nerfs, but sadly now I can't because I'm doing this.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you everyone
So
for
sorry,
tuning in. Thank you, Switch, for the show. We'll see you guys next week. Same bite time. Same bite. No, but we're not gonna take too much more of your time, Switch. So guys, let's go through a last round of questions for our honorable guest.
What? Who's supposed to go? What's the...
Obviously, these guys don't have any, so let's.
I'll
I made
begin.
sure to. Okay, go ahead, Mick. Raise your hand before you speak. Kidding.
Okay. we actually spoke, Switch. We actually spoke about the nerfs, and there is actually one deck there in particular that was hit pretty hard, which is Q Block. In your opinion, do you think that Q Block can still survive in the current meta that we had like yesterday or like a few days back, or do you think it will it'll be relegated down to like tier 3 or a tier 4 deck that's just for gimmicks now?
I think it's still really good. Probably, I think it's still tier 1 or at least the lowest of the tier 1 because, let's see, Q Block only got hit. The nerfs only, how do I say this? It will only be harder at least versus aggro decks for Q Blocks.
Okay.
Because you get 1 turn delayed for the Lackey and less healing. But against non-aggro,
Oh, okay.
it's still gonna be the same. It's still gonna be giants, cubes, doom cards, and yeah, all that cheats.
Oh wow. Those cheats.
Cheats.
Do you run Q Block yourself or no? Or
Yeah,
do
I do run Q Blocks.
Oh.
One of my not really favorite. One of
So
the
you
decks
go-
that I love playing.
Oh,
Block.
yeah, I see. Okay, that's it for me. Okay, who's
Really?
next?
You have no other questions though? Like I thought you'd have like a list.
No, I actually have a list, but I don't want to say it because it's gonna take too long.
Oh, we'll get 1 or 2 more after Diego. Diego, man, you have any questions for Switch?
Well, okay, here, just like aside from, I guess, out of Hearthstone, I mean, what can you? Oh, here we go. I got one. Out of all the TCGs that exist, what makes you think Hearthstone like stands out the most?
It's simple. Simplicity. It's very what do you call this? Very friendly. Very new. I don't know how to say it. It's very friendly for new players because the
You could
text
say
are
it's for noobs.
single word.
For noobs. Just for noobs.
Yeah.
Stay away from my
Because
magic.
it's like one text is charge. It can attack immediately. Taunt. You need to attack it
I see.
before you can hit me.
Okay.
But again, comparing that to Yu-Gi-Oh, the texts are really long. Like I actually like Yu-Gi-Oh. I also played the few. It says
Oh,
like
okay.
this monster cannot be normal summoned or said this monster must be summoned by this card, blah 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 blah, and this monster cannot be blah blah blah. You know, it's very long.
Yeah.
Again, versus charge, taunt, lifesteal.
Give divine shield.
Give divine shield.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's very easy to get into.
That's awesome. Okay, so I got one before we get to Mick again. As someone who plays casually, and we mentioned budget decks earlier, and someone who doesn't ladder, how would you? What are the tips you could give me, in order to win more? Is it just grind more? Is that like a common tip, or are there things that I could do, resources I could go to that might just up my game a little bit, even as a casual?
I also started as a casual, right? So I also tried to be better at the game. So for me, what worked was Arena. So there I learned how to value trade, when to go face. But most of the time, I don't. I watched Reinhard and Grip when I was starting out.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly them that I learned how to play properly. But
Awesome.
other than that, Arena and learn how to play there, at least there.
Awesome.
Just put some trading minions, going face. Not very, very simple game of Hearthstone. That's where I learned.
Awesome. Okay, Mick, any more questions for Switch before we wrap things
I got
up?
3. First question, my good sir, is what is your favorite Hearthstone hero or class?
Shaman.
Shaman.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
same with Gia in
Thrall.
our episode.
Really?
I have my cheat sheet here, and I
He would
remember
know.
it says
He would know.
her favorite was Warlock, but I remember it to be Shaman. But yeah, why Shaman? What? Because like we all know, like for those of you who don't, Hearthstone with different classes, they have different spells and they have a different archetype. So you play them a lot different from each other. I mean, the hero powers alone can actually dictate what kind of play style they play. Now, since you chose Warlock, why is it? What about the archetype do you like so much?
Didn't he say shaman?
Shaman.
Shaman. Sorry, yeah, since you chose Shaman.
He did it again!
Since you chose Shaman. What about Shaman do you like? What spell? Are there any spells that you like in particular that got you into it? Is it just the play style alone?
First, I like Shaman because of Thrall.
Oh.
Because I played Warcraft. And I like Thrall. And then after a few weeks of playing, I just love the card. At least the text, Wind Fury.
Oh,
Wind. It's really fun when I was starting out. To play a giant, Wind Fury, to just win the game.
Oh.
Leroy, Wind Fury with Rock Glider wins the game. That's where I really had fun with Hearthstone. Because
wow.
Wind Fury.
Wind Fury. Oh, that's actually very interesting. Damn. And what are your thoughts though on the other classes though in general? Like in from all 9 of them, which one do you like the least? And well, you don't have to really explain, but Priest. Wow. And that's actually a crowd favorite if you ask me. A lot of people main Priest because it was the weakest. It's actually very surprising. Even I like Priest. I'm sorry.
Priest, because back then, the only archetype you can run on Priest is Control.
Yeah.
And then Blizzard starting printing just OP cards like Draconid Crusher, what's the Twilight Duskbreaker. Just it's really good cards for Priest. But they're just kind of like, here are some cards for Priest. Priest is good now. It's
Priest is good now.
Here you go. Play around.
I don't like. I don't know. It feels weird for me. Just
Yeah.
these are OP compared to other classes, right?
Yeah.
I see.
At least for me.
Man, I got a question real quick.
Sure.
Who were your inspirations for Hearthstone? Especially
look
in
up
the
to, or, like-
scene, like the pro scene or the local communities.
Sorry. I didn't
Who do you look up to? Like, who are your like pro players that you idolize, or like streamers that you look for, like, inspiration or tips?
So, let's see. Actually, first I was actually trying to catch up with Stas and Dustin when I was starting out, and I played them in Gosu Cup, and I was just like a really excited fanboy, and now I'm catching up at least to them, and but mostly about playstyle, I try to imitate, or at least try to think like RDU and Muzzy.
Oh
RDU,
wow!
Muzzy, and Phenomenon.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
RDU is pretty good. I actually follow him as well. It's pretty good, and his streams are really educational because he really explains everything, and he also likes to cuss a lot, so it makes him more mature. So it's like, oh, he's keeping it real. Yeah, he's keeping it real, right?
Yeah, it's just really fun to watch also, and the stream is usually educational.
Awesome. Yeah. So, are there any I don't know if that's real in the chat. Supposedly, we just got a donation for $1,000. That can't be real.
No, that's Twitch Prime
Yeah.
guy. That's just a Twitch Prime guy with different colors, because we're the ones who said it like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah. So Switch, I want to ask, like, are there any local personalities that inspire you? Any particular people in the local scene that might make you want to play harder?
I actually don't get the question much.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
a trick question?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm just asking you if there's anyone in the country, the land of the Philippines, the pearl of the Orient, that might just inspire you to play better.
I don't know. I just try to be the best.
Oh, there it is.
Hopefully.
The Ash Ketchum.
Nice.
The Ash Ketchum answer. Michaela in the chat says, "I know a girl."
I know a girl. Oh boy.
Oh my god. All right, and lastly, since we're taking questions from the chat, Vitz31 says, "Hi Switch. Any tips on how to tell my wife that I'm going to quit my job and play Hearthstone full time? Thanks." Any tips, Switch? Any tips?
No, I don't have. I'm sorry. Even I can't quit my job just to play Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a hard knock life for us.
It's a hard life.
Maybe
Hard life, no?
Bump.
All right. So, we're gonna wrap things up, guys. We're gonna wrap things up. Let me.
Got another
let me play-
$10,000, just so you know.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this very special episode of GameByte Switch. It has been a pleasure to talk to you. I'm glad that we got a couple of minutes of your time, of your ladder time, to stop by and talk about yourself on this little show that we do weekly on Wednesdays, 9:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. And we're hoping to meet you in person in the very near future. But you know what? For the meantime, for people who actually can't meet you in person, where can they find you on the internet?
So I actually created a Twitter recently. It's @switch_PG.
Oh, is that you? There was like one tweet, so I wasn't sure if that was real.
Yeah, that was me. But I really don't know what to tweet about. I don't know if I should tweet something about myself or just Hearthstone related. So I don't know what to tweet. I'm a
Okay,
new
well,
Twitter.
we love you, Switch. We love you very much. And we follow you. We want to find out what's up with Switch.
Thanks.
Yeah, we want to know what's going on in Switch's life. Tell us, Switch, how is your day going? How many people have found out that you're a Hearthstone pro at the office? Let's keep a counter going on that Twitter account. So just Twitter? No Facebook fan page.
No,
I don't have a
Twitch.
Facebook fan page. I do have my personal Facebook, but I don't know if I should.
Oh no!
Just like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't
You don't want that.
Don't do that.
You don't want that. You don't want that. All right, that's awesome, Switch. Thank you so much again. So, like I said, we're gonna wrap things up. Everyone else for tuning in, thank you so much. Diego, man, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on GameByte?
When I'm not on GameByte, you guys can find me at my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/instadeezy. That's twitch.tv/INSTADEEZEE. Currently, I've been playing a lot of God of War, so I think I'm maybe about 70% into the game. So if you guys want to see the ending, want to see me, well, I don't know the ending yet, so no spoilers, please. You guys can catch me maybe this
You
weekend.
mean Loki?
Stop it!
You mean hello?
Shut up! All right, that's it. I'm gone. I'm gonna play this weekend. Bye bye. All right. How about you, Mick? Where can the fine folks at home find you?
If you want to know more about me, you can always follow me on Twitter. That is @TheFuryBot. You can also follow me on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/TheFuryBot, where I will eventually play Hearthstone for you guys. FYI, and of course, spoiler alert, I'm not that good. And aside from that, you can always find me here at the GameByte podcast every Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Philippine time, 5:30 a.m. California time. Only here on the Quit Stalling Media Network. Harold, where can the fine folks at home find you?
Well, if they want to find me, Mick, I'm gonna do this voice as well on twitch.tv/TheFuryBot from time to time. But, you guys can catch me on any social media at Herald Plays, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to watch me play video games, I'm on twitch.tv/Herald Plays. I roleplay a lot. Recently, I saw someone on the local streaming group ask about like people who roleplay on Twitch, and I actually really thought he meant something else. So I was like, you're not allowed to talk about that kind of stuff on Facebook,
no.
man. And then turns out he just meant roleplay in video games. So I was like, save it for Pornhub. But yeah, my mistake. That was my mistake. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you want to find out more about Quit Stalling, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/QuitStallingUs. We're on Twitter at QuitStallingUs. We're on Instagram at QuitStalling. You're probably watching us right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/QuitStallingUs. Leave us a follow, subscribe, cheer us on with some bits. Actually donate and support if you want to. Click the support button below. It's not required, so only if you feel like it. And of course, we're also on YouTube. If you want to see all the VODs, youtube.com/QuitStalling. And don't forget, if you want the audio-only version because you're commuting daily, you got 1 hour commutes or 30 minutes back and forth, or even more. Check us out on Google Play, Stitcher, iTunes, Pocket Casts, anywhere you can get podcasts. You can listen to the audio-only version. Check it out. Twitch.tv. Oh, no, not Twitch. Just check out GameByte. GameByte with a Y, or of course, our other show, the Quit Stalling Geekcast. Check that out. And if you like Overwatch, check us out every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Manila. Me and Diego and our friend Nick, and of course, Sherbet, aka Sorbetes PH, Shoutcast, our community scrim nights where we have friends and whoever wants to play Overwatch and just have fun, just join a custom lobby and we just shoutcast over it because it's really fun to do that. So check us out, guys. Anything else you guys want to do? Shout outs you want to give? Switch, say hi to Carmageddon, and so much more.
Let's see. I just want to say thank you to everyone for
Woo!
watching.
Woo! Woohoo!
Shout out to my friends and family. My old guild, Armory 1 and Anarchy. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. All right, guys. That is it. Thank you so much, Switch. It was, like I said, it's a pleasure. And we can't wait to have you on in future episodes and, meet you in person and get wrecked in Hearthstone by you. I'm looking forward to that very much. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. on GameByte. Same bite time, same bite channel. We've got, who do we have next week? You got, oh, we got Karakute.
We got Karakute.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, so guys, next week more Hearthstone. Check us out. Till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. Bye, everybody. Bye.
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 Let me stop the music real quick. Bye.
Bye.